Look at that.
Awesome.
Let me just close the door
So
real quick.
I can ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, whenever you're ready, I'm just going to ask you some questions about your job.
Right?
Uh, so I guess we'll just jump into it. The first
Right.
one that I have is what inspired you to be a location scout?
What inspired me to be a location scout? Ironically, in the very beginning, my inspiration was sheer economics. I had to
Huh.
pay off my college debt very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a summer job after I had worked as a camera assistant for a photographer for Road and Track. And he gave me my first job. And since then, I never looked back. Been working as a location scout and manager now for
Nice.
20 plus years. So
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah.
What my next question is: is there any specific training or education that you need to become a location scout rather than, I don't know, other jobs in the film industry?
Um, well, the skill set that I possessed was mostly based out of the knowledge of film processing, knowing the basis of yellow,
Hmm.
magenta, cyan, knowing a lot about subject manipulation through shutter speed, aperture control, having depth of field, both
Yeah.
shallow and deep. And having those tools from my first job as a camera assistant helped me develop additional skills to be a location scout.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Would you say there's a distinct similarity from being a location scout and a photographer, or would you say those are two very different jobs?
I think there are definitely very distinct similarities, both of which use the same medium, which is a camera or some sort of device to record images, be it a video camera, GoPro camera, iPhone, whatever it is. Um, as a scout, oftentimes it falls upon us to find the image for the directors,
Mm.
while as a photographer, sometimes that job is to document the process of what is actually going on. Say, a documentary, a
Mhm.
news reporter, a behind the scenes photographer, um, fashion photographer, whatever that might be, that's their job. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, awesome. What advice do you have for a young person who's not yet working, but who wants to be a location scout?
Well, if you want to be a location scout, I always applaud you first and foremost because that job is oftentimes um, on your own, meaning you're going to travel on your own until you
Mhm.
set up a network of people that you will work with. So when you're actually out scouting, like let's say they ask from you to go and scout 5 different beaches with 5 different looks, and they want you to shoot it at sunrise or sunset. Oftentimes, you may not be able to coordinate other people's times. However, if you're the scout, you can go anytime, anywhere, any place.
Oh,
So it's falls upon you to go and find those locations. So that often may mean that you may have to work long hours, many
mhm.
days to go and find that perfect location, if you
Yeah,
will.
thanks. And that kind of, I don't know if this, but it seems like it kind of ties into the next question. What's your favorite and least favorite part of your job?
um, definitely the most favorite part of my job is scouting for locations that typically have not been seen before on movies. Case in point, when I worked on Chronicles of Narnia, Dawn Treader,
Oh,
they sent me to Malta. And if you know where
whoa. Yeah.
Malta is close to Sardinia and little island. And that was definitely one of the more favorite parts of my job. Um, One of the least favorite parts of my job is what we call wrangling the crew, meaning once the scouting portion of my job is done and I take that hat off and I put on the manager hat, my job is to basically be a fourth grade teacher. And all my kids are the crew members because they want to go do something that they're not allowed to. They want to go smoke in the corner where they're not allowed to. And it's like me being a school teacher of fourth graders. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What's the coolest place you've been to? Would it be that place that you went to when you were filming the Narnia movie, or like what's the coolest movie you've worked on?
well, I've worked on a lot of movies and there's been a lot of cool locations. So I don't know if I can say the coolest because each
Mhm.
location is cool in its own unique
Yeah.
way. Um, you try to find something cool in a location that you may have gone to many times, and you try to find something so unique in that location that makes it
Mhm.
cool. Um, for example, the first time I went to Iceland, I
Uh,
thought, oh my God, everything I looked at was amazing. But upon following trips and was able to discover more of the landscape,
mm,
there's something about Iceland that is so pure, so a- amazing because Iceland, if you will, when you look at the topography and the landscape, it looks like the beginning of nowhere. I mean, they shot
yeah.
Martian there. They shot Prometheus, which was the prequel to
Yeah.
Aliens there. They shot Noah there, but at the same time, we shot the driving sequence in Fast and the Furious 8 there on a
Oh
frozen
wow.
lake. You know, they have
Oh
glaciers
yeah.
there. Um, but on the same time, I worked in a beautiful location in the Bahamas
Mhm.
with Paul Walker and Jessica Alba called Into the Blue.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Um, so and I was able to discover a lot about the Bahamas. So, you know, it basically just varies from show to show. Each location, I could find beauty in downtown LA if I needed to.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah. It's a good way of putting it.
yeah.
And the final question is going to be, what does success mean to you? Like, what do you think of success as being?
Um, well, success in various degrees of a person's life will change, adapt, and evolve, if you will. Success for me when I was younger was all about the money. Oh my God, how much money can I put in the bank?
Mm-hmm.
But as you get older, uh, in my opinion, success is how you can build relationships with people that will develop throughout your career, that you can fall upon them as friends. If they ever needed help or you need help, you can fall upon those relationships that you've established over the years. And mind you, I'm not one to say you need 50 friends or whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
try to count my best friends on one hand, you know, five
Yeah.
fingers. And those are the friends that you call when the most dire help is needed and you call
Mm-hmm.
them. So for me, success is not so much about money. It's about being really happy in your job because if you really enjoy doing your job, you're not really working. You're doing what you enjoy, and it's not really considered work. And
Mm-hmm.
you might be able to work at that job for 30, 40 years because you find it very, very exciting and very intriguing.
Yeah.
But once you lose that desire and the excitement to go to work,
Mhm.
then it's usually time for you to find another job.
A new one.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me interview you.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for
Great.
choosing me as your subject.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck on your assignment.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Talk to you later. Bye.